Namaste. At the age of 39, I am sitting in my bonus room in my home in Auburn, looking outside the window. It's a bright day, summertime. At this moment of my life, I had a substance-induced manic episode from doing too much cocaine. I was drinking too much. I was in gambling debt and I was about to file for bankruptcy. I was gonna lose my home, my career as a medical doctor. But the worst thing about it is that I hated myself. I didn't like myself. I didn't like the way I spoke to other people. I didn't like the way I spoke to myself. I did not have any empathy for myself, and I did not love myself, and I didn't believe in myself. What this led me to do was to fix my thoughts, overcome my emotions, try to find ways to deal with things. But that didn't work because I did not feel good, because I tried to overcome my thoughts. I tried to be strong. I talked to people who were complaining. I talked to people who had a victim mindset. I didn't talk to people who were looking for solutions. What happens is that I go to rehab for 3 months. I'm off of work for 3 months. I slowly start seeing patients again. I thank everybody that helped me along this journey. And then after that, I go to AA, Alcoholics Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous, mindfulness-based cognitive therapy, dialectical behavioral therapy, eye movement desensitization reprocessing therapy, rational emotive behavioral therapy. I get a certification in mindfulness-based stress reduction. I lose weight, I put on muscle, but this is not what made me successful. What made me successful is writing my thoughts down, accepting my awareness, communicating compassionately to myself by taking action steps, keeping promises to myself, keeping promises that I make to myself, understanding myself and telling myself that if I can do it before, I can do it again. If I passed med school and became a doctor, I can become sober. If I went into the gym and lifted weights, I can do it again. If I went into therapy before, I can do it again. What I'm doing here is I'm motivating myself. I'm inspiring myself. I'm relying on myself. I'm accepting myself. I'm believing in my limitations, and I'm approaching life with a beginner's mindset. I'm not communicating with myself with judgment anymore. I'm not saying anything bad about myself, and there in turn, I'm not saying anything bad to other people. I fear less. I'm not fearless. I accept and honor fear now. With all of this said, all the bonuses, I started speaking, people asked me to coach them, and then I developed a process called Mind Hygiene, which is an evidence-based writing technique that you can do by yourself. You don't need me, a coach, a therapist. You just need to figure out ways to believe in yourself and to do these things on a regular and consistent basis for the rest of your life. You can never stop. You don't want to have these memories of when you were younger, people did something to you, people said something to you, and then you resent yourself, you resent others, you choose the path of least resistance, you start drinking, you start smoking, drugging, maybe gambling, eating bad, path of least resistance. You will end up in hospitals, medications, therapists, doctors, which you may not want. I don't want what happened to me to happen to other people. Wherever you are in your life, you have time. The only thing that's holding you back is yourself and the limitations that you place on yourself. If you say you can't, you won't, you don't, and you talk to people, look for external validation, you will not be able to rely on yourself. You will not be able to believe in yourself. If you want to have good life experiences, it starts with you loving yourself first. And what this means is that you have to understand why is it that you judge yourself. I had to understand why is it that I have low self-esteem? Why is it that I have low confidence? Why is it that I need to rely on somebody else? Why is it that I want to fix my emotions? I didn't just get up. When I went to rehab, I wanted to know what it's going to take for me to keep my medical career. My mom was living with me at the time. I needed to take care of her. I needed to figure it out, and I needed to figure it out very quickly. What I realized as I started writing more and more and more, I understood who I was. I was like, I have low self-esteem. I have low confidence. I'm stupid. Let me write something about this. And I wrote a book called The Dumb Doctor. But when I started loving myself, my life experiences started getting better. And it starts with writing for 1 second every 90 minutes for the rest of your life. Accept yourself, be compassionate to yourself, and understand why you love yourself. And when you believe in yourself and you believe in your limitations, you can do anything that you put your mind to. Namaste.